Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for clicking on this video. Welcome back. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to install your giant loop quick release mounts onto your giant loop round the world panniers. Let's get into it. So this is my second set of the giant loop round the world panniers. The first set was awesome. I used them for about 4 to 5 years. These things have been through hell and back. So I have went down with these things. I can't even tell you how many times on all my adventures. I've got patches on here. Just to be clear, they've never actually torn all the way through. They've only just rashed the fabric, but just for waterproof ability, I've put some tape on there just to kind of patch it up. I had a strap pop not that long ago when I got it caught on a tree when I went by it. I've broken buckles, but really that's the only thing that's really been damaged with them is a broken buckle here and there. On my Canada-Mexico trip, these things went through hell. And again, I could totally use them still right now by just replacing a simple buckle, maybe sewing this back on there. But our friends over at Giant Loop hooked us up with a brand new set. This is one of the original sets that I was sent a long time ago that I purchased, and they know that I'm a huge fan of Giant Loop, so they decided to send me a new set just to kind of freshen up the bike a little bit. And I'm going to show you guys how to install the quick release mounts onto these things. Real quick, if you're clicking on this video because you're interested in the round the world panniers, check out my 2-year review right here. I did this review a few years ago, about 2 years in, and it gives a lot of information about the round the world panniers. I'll also be doing another review on these newer set because there are a few different things with them that have changed. So if you're curious, check out this review here and then be looking for my new review that comes out. A few years ago, Giant Loop came out with their quick release mounts. What's really neat about these is they're very thick aluminum and they have little brackets on the bottom and a lockable bracket on the top. These do come pre-assembled with the brackets and everything already on there. But really the first thing that you want to do is take these over to your pannier loops, your mounting points, and connect them on there and make sure that they seat down all the way. If not, there's plenty of adjustment here to move these back and forth and make some adjustments. So let's take it over there and see what it looks like. So I've got my mounting bracket here on the right hand side of the bike, the exhaust side. There is a screw here you want to loosen up to make sure that the bottom rail goes down inside. And you just basically drop it on. And we'll notice that this one doesn't sit down all the way. I'm not sure you can see that. So once I get this on, you can see there's a tiny gap here and the latch doesn't latch all the way. So what we're gonna need to do is loosen up the bottom screws and adjust them so this seats all the way down. Now this isn't that big of a deal because what I like to do is take all this hardware off anyway and use red Loctite on it so it doesn't back out when you're on the trail, when the bike's under a lot of vibration, stuff like that. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead, we'll take all the hardware out of this, add some red Loctite on it, make our adjustments, and then we'll start installing them into the panniers. Okay, so we have our mounting bracket. I got everything adjusted. I moved the brackets from here out to here, and then I red Loctited everything. Loctited? But applied red Loctite on everything is probably the proper way to say that. So the instructions that come from Giant Loop suggest that you use blue Loctite. I know for a fact that I will not be using these on anything else but these panniers. So I went ahead and did red Loctite. I want the strongest hold possible for these. When I first got my last set of panniers with the racks, I neglected to put Loctite on any of this, and within my first couple hours of my trip on a really rocky road in Nevada, I lost some of this hardware and had to replace the hardware while on the trip, and that was kind of a pain. So that being said, we're going to move this off to the side just for now. What's really cool about these really quick is they do come with some keys to lock this mechanism. Right now it's unlocked. You press that down, it's locked, it will not unlock. You take these keys, flip it around, move it out, that pops out, and it unlocks. Simple as that. That being said, all right, I'll move these over, and then we'll get to the installation. The panniers come with this hard, like polycarbonate plastic on the inside, and see if I can't show you here. Inside the bag, don't think you'll be able to see, but on the inside, there's a flap. You reach in, unvelcro it. And then now this will go on the inside. And there is a pocket that this sits on the inside. Sorry that it's not a very good shot, but you can get what I mean. This hard piece of plastic slides down in there. There's a pocket that sits in, and then this flap folds down and secures it. Okay, so once you got that in there, flip it over, kind of get everything nice and neat. Get this back piece really nice and smooth, and then just take your finger and you're gonna feel for the hole. So kind of rub on a little bit, and then you'll see a little bit of an indention. And now what you want to do is take a soldering iron, and you're just going to take it and touch right where that's at, and it makes a hole. Doesn't take much. Find the next one. And again, you're going to go to all the holes, finding them and going all the way around. Might take a little bit to feel and find them. That's why I say take your time. Don't want to be in a hurry with this. You kind of get a one shot, one kill. Or you don't want to punch a hole in there where you don't need to. Push on a little bit, make a little indentation. Just like that. Last one over here. Right there. And that's it. Now you have your holes. So now you have your holes. Now if you flip this over, you'll notice that these all line up in their respective spots. Now this kit comes with all the stainless steel hardware needed to put on these two panniers. And what I've done now is I've gone on the inside, I've pulled that flat back out, I took my solder iron and I made the holes just a little bit bigger so that these screws will go in a little easier. And now I'll just put my hand on the inside, hold it, make sure my holes are lined up. And just double check and make sure that this hardware will in fact go through the holes. And it does. It's very tight, which is perfectly okay. You want them to be a little tight, that way you get a nice watertight seal. Now the last thing that I would do with this before I install my bracket is I would take some RTV silicone or any kind of waterproofing silicone and just put a little blob on each one of these holes. That way you do have a little watertight seal all the way around. Again, this isn't mentioned in the directions, but it's just something that I do just to double check and make sure I won't get any water leaks. It's probably not even necessary because each bag does come with an additional waterproofing bag that goes on the inside. So this step here may not be necessary for you. Again, I just do it for a little bit of peace of mind. Now I've got all my screws in. I can just take my bracket, lay it on top, carefully not to push in any of the screws. Now we just take our washers, put them on the, take our nuts, and we'll put each one of those on all the way around and tighten them up. Once you get all your hardware tightened up, you simply just take this flap that's on the inside again, push it down, and secure it with the Velcro. Now your bag is all secure and ready to be loaded. Okay, so once you have your bag all ready to go, you got your bracket secure, you simply just take your bracket, open it up, set it on there, and you're good to go. Bag is on there and secure. To take it off, you almost do this with one hand. Just grab the strap, pull the lever, lift up, ready to go. Giant Loop has added these nice little handles here, make it super easy to carry them. I don't know what else to say. Super, super happy with these bags. That's the reason that I wanted to go with another set of them. Well guys, that's pretty much it. We have our round the world pannier with our quick release mount. Got it all installed. Showed you how it goes on. If you have any questions about these bags or any other gear that Giant Loop carries, please hit me up in the comments below. I'm pretty versed on all of their gear, so I can answer any questions you might have. Also, you might want to visit giantloopmoto.com for any additional questions you have that I can't answer. Contact Harold or Ryan over there. They just tons of knowledge. I will be doing an updated review on these panniers in the coming weeks, so definitely be looking out for that. If you have any questions about anything else you've seen in this video, feel free to hit me in the comments below. I love chatting with you guys and answering all your questions. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button as well as that bell icon. That way you get notified when any new videos are released. I'm releasing videos every Monday and Thursday right now. Please join me on Thursdays for Gear and Beer, where I review all the gear that I have and do it while enjoying a beer with you guys. So once again, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.